What's that on the screen?
Hello and welcome to my channel's first tier list. I'll be ranking Sonic characters, not by any solid metric, just how I feel about the character. So, this should be fun. We're also going to go randomly, starting with the classic Sonic. I give him an A, because, classic Sonic is basically my comfort game, just in general. Sonic 3, a whole bunch of fan games. The design is fantastic, no complaints there, except maybe the legs are a little too short. But I love it. The design, the games, everything. Charmy B. Now, Chip. Chip is such a good guy. He goes in B tier because his design is kind of weird. I know he's not supposed to be an animal, but it's still weird to me. I love his involvement in the story though. B tier because the Light Gaia thing kind of ruined it, but before that he was absolutely great. Who's next? Big the Cat. Ray the Flying Squirrel. He goes in B tier too. I don't really like C tier. I don't really like the design, but his gameplay is so fun. Not much else to say. I don't really know his personality except the tales to Mighty's Sonic. Speaking of Mighty, he goes, I guess, I'm torn between C and D here. That's gonna be so unpopular. I'll give him a C, because I don't like that he steals Knuckles' thunder. Like, what makes Mighty mighty? We get that Knuckles is supposed to be the tough guy because of his personality and his Knuckles, which is the most clear representation of that. I guess I wish Ray and Mighty had more characterization. Who's next? Trip the Sungazer. She goes in B. She looks not enough like a lizard. Great character arc and great animations in Sonic Superstars. I really like her mode, her exclusive mode in Sonic Superstars. For the most part, not the bosses. But great character, I hope they bring her back. Who else? Like I said, we're doing this randomly. Movie Sonic. D. He's a fraud. Ben Schwartz's voice is not bad, because I love him as Shapesmith from Invincible, but for Sonic? No. It's like he's too awkward. Not Ben himself, but the voice he gives Sonic. It's just weird. Surge the Tenric. S tier. I absolutely love her arc, her personality. Her design is very unique. And basically everything. I like what they did with her. Kid Tsunami. He goes in A tier. He would have gone in S tier, but I want to see more from him on his own, because he needs an arc of individuality. I hope that's coming up, because the comics seem to be focusing more on Surge and her growth. But Kit is kind of a loose cannon, focused solely on Surge. I need to see more from him, but I love his powers. I love the first showing of him when he was holding back giant mechs and holding doors open and chasing tails. All of that stuff was done really well. I strongly recommend the comics. Who's next? Metal Sonic. D. I don't like his design. I don't like what they do with him, like making him a son to Eggman these days. And even before that, or throughout the whole time, he's just been kind of a jobber. Like, he's shown to be kind of strong, but the only way I took him seriously was by watching Sonic Mania Adventures. And that was such a... Well, the Sonic OVA too. Those were the only good instances of Metal Sonic. Like, what was Sonic Heroes? You know what I mean? Sonic Heroes had that Neo Metal Sonic thing. I would have wanted to see him gain the ability to do that, because that just came out of nowhere. I also don't like that he doesn't talk. I would have put Chaos Sonic here, but he didn't have an official render, and I like using the official art so I don't take away from artists that I don't know. Anyway, Metal Sonic stays in D tier. Don't like him, don't like what they do with him. I wish he ran, I wish he rolled, but he hovers and he glides and Okay, who's next? Orbot. Cubot. Ah, man, okay, that's unfair. Orbot goes in D tier because of Unleashed. That's it. Okay, Werehog Sonic. Yes, he is a separate guy. I give him an A. I love the ferocity, the animations. I love that his arms are basically grappling hooks, bludgeoning tools, pretty much anything. One thing I really like about him is that he's basically a Gaia creature as Sonic, which I know sounds obvious, but there are people who say his transformation is because of the Chaos Emeralds and not the negative Gaia energy, even though he immediately becomes regular Sonic after the Gaia energy is sucked out of him. Moving on. Infinite. I don't like the Phantom Ruby. I don't like his design. I don't like his voice. I don't like Infinite. I am not weak. He never should have existed. I'm so sorry. I know people say he has potential, and maybe he does, but please, without the Phantom Ruby, because the Chaos Emeralds are supposed to be the mystical gems. The more mystical gems you add to the mix, the less special it is. At least to me. Blaze. I'm torn between A and B, because her design is great. I think she needs more games. It's Blaze's 20th anniversary as of this year, and they're doing literally nothing with her, despite the potential. Oh man, and the comics basically wrote her out of her dimension by saying she won, and now she's stuck here in our dimension, doing nothing but helping our cast. She has nothing of her own going on. It's really sad. Great character, great abilities, awful direction. Gmro, S tier. His relationship with Cream, basically everything in Sonic Advance 3. Everything. He's so cool, and I wish he was playable in some way, because all those abilities and just the way he was a looming threat alongside Eggman, it was so good. And his design is top tier, probably one of my favorite designs in all of Sonic. Emerl. Love his personality, at least in Sonic Battle, by the end of the game. Ah, man, his design is more A tier for me. But, you know, the personality wins it, and he's the same guy as Gmro, so he goes in... No, I still don't like his design as much. He'll go in A tier. Sorry, Gmro. Chaos. Just Chaos in general, even though this is Chaos Zero. He goes in A tier. A lot of A tiers, I know. Actually, B. I wish they did more with him in Sonic Adventure. I wanted to see Chaos 1, Chaos 3, you know, all the forms. I also really don't like what they did with him in Sonic Generations. The redesign was awful to me. That weird goo armor plating stuff on him, I don't like that at all. I do wish he was a recurring character though. He was so cool. E123 Omega. D tier. Because I don't understand him. I don't like that he's this nearly indestructible robot and the rest of the E series, well, I guess the E series in general were more durable, at least the named ones, and not the mass-produced ones. But he's treated special for no reason. Like, yeah, okay, he was guarding Shadow. Why? What made him strong enough or special enough to do that? And then in Sonic 06, he's the one who apprehends Shadow the Hedgehog? How? How? He's just an E-series robot with a lot of ammo. There's nothing about him or his background that suggests any extra durability or extra strength or anything. He's just a robot. Yeah, that's it. I guess he has some funny lines here and there, but that makes it even weirder, because why is this guy funny? I mean, I guess it's unintentional on his part, and more for the viewers and, I guess, readers. I guess I've spent long enough on Omega. You get why I don't like it. Shadow. B tier. Yeah, B tier. Because I think Sega has written themselves into a corner with him. They don't really define his abilities. Well, except recently. Like, now it's confirmed that he can only teleport with the Chaos Emerald, but Chaos Control being a full-time stop instead of a time slow just really bothers me, because what's Sonic supposed to do against that? He's supposed to be equal to Sonic, and yet he has these things that he can just do better than him? And he's more focused, so of course he would beat Sonic. Just not a fan. It's very inconsistent how they portray him. But the gameplay of Shadow Generations and Sonic Omens and Sonic Battle, he's so fun to play as, so he goes in B tier. Rouge the Bat. D. Yeah, D. Because, well, I wanted to make a joke that was kind of inappropriate. But I think her design is weird for Sonic. Because, how do I say this? She is the femme fatale spy trope, with the looks to go along with it. But she's a bat. It's weird. I'm not crazy. Personality is okay. Portrayal is okay, especially in Dark Beginnings. But that's pretty much all I have to say about her. Silver the Hedgehog, C tier. They've done basically nothing with him, except Sonic 06 and Sonic Rivals, and I think that's it. Telekinesis is cool, but they need to define and limit his powers so that he can't just stop everything in its tracks. Same problem I have with Shadow. His powers just... they need something so that he's just not literally an overpowered character. His design is okay. I don't like the 5 things on his head. I really don't. I think they're weird. But I do like how his gameplay is different from everyone else. The fact that he can't roll into a ball, and that he has to use telekinesis to compensate. That's about it for Silver. It's no use saying anything else. So we're gonna move on to Sage. D. I don't like her concept. I don't like her design. I don't like her arc. Okay, F. I don't like her existence. And I know people might be upset with me for that. Like, oh, but she's a cute little girl and Eggman's daughter, and Cream is the cute little girl. And Eggman's daughter? Like, does that make any sense at all? Also, what is she? Like, she's an AI, I know. Does she have a physical form, or is she a projection floating around? I mean, she's always floating around, but is she a projection? Like, they don't define these things. It's just, ugh. Doesn't make sense to me. Don't like it. Don't like her. Tangle. Honestly, I picked up the IDW comics because of Surge and Kid. So, I don't know a lot about Tangle. I know she's basically this lovable ruffian, this rapscallion. I need better words. But she's inoffensive, and I like the extending tail idea. Very cool for dynamic shots, for potential gameplay if they go that route. There's actually a fan game in the works that's going to use her. I'm looking forward to that. I forgot the name of it though. Knuckles. Modern 3D Knuckles. D.
Shoot!
Don't like his voice. Don't like his weirdly shaped head. They don't really do anything with him. Final Horizon didn't help much with the weird Knuckles glide thing that they had to patch. And it still barely works. Like, you can still see the stop, it's just a lot shorter now. And they ruined his climb and his gliding turn radius, and it just feels weird. Real Knuckles.
What's that?
S tier. Fantastic rival for Sonic, fantastic set of abilities, used really well in gameplay and in cutscenes and stuff like that. Like, I say real Knuckles, and this goes up to Sonic Heroes. That's basically real Knuckles to me. Sonic 3 to Sonic Heroes. When he was really cool, he had an amazing voice, he had amazing abilities, and playing as him was probably more fun than playing as Sonic for me for a long time. Probably a few years. Anyway. Tails. I'm so torn on him. I want to put him in C, because I can't put him here for potential, but remember Sonic Advance 3, and Sonic Adventure, and Project Hero, the fan game? There's so much they could do with him, but they relegate him to the smart tech guy who can't do anything. They made him cool in Sonic Prime, well, kind of. But then that didn't really go anywhere for the main character. And then Sonic Frontiers was just weird. Like, it was canon cleanup. Am I a burden? Sonic, help me! Terrible. I give him a C. Espio. I wish he wasn't part of the Chaotix, because he's so cool. Or he would be if he wasn't part of the Chaotix. I give him a B. I love his abilities. He definitely looks more like a lizard than Trip does. I like what they do with him in Heroes, even though it's not really fleshed out because of the whole Heroes gimmick. I like his voice, and I really like that. Oh, fun fact. So, in some comics, SPO used to use his tongue to do different things, basically like a grappling hook, for example. But Sega told Ian Flynn to stop doing that for some reason. He's a chameleon. He's a lizard. Come on. I would have loved that. It's so goofy, but it can be used in some earnest, good, serious ways. It's perfect for him. Now, Whisper. Same as Tangle. I don't know a ton about her. She is very inoffensive. Actually, I don't like that the Wisps are back. And she uses the Wisps to fight. And the whole Wisping thing brought over from Sonic Forces. I'm sorry, Whisper. You go here. Cream, and by extension, Cheese. B tier. Great character in the Sonic Advance games. And I guess by extension, Vanilla too. I guess I could have put her here, but she's more of an extension of Cream. So yeah, Cheese being super powerful in Sonic Advance 2. I know why they had to nerf him in 3, because that was too much. I do think her flying with her ears is a little weird, but unique and Sonic-y enough to work. I also like that she can spin dash because of, well, I don't know why. I don't know why she can do that. I guess it helps that she was in the advanced games, so it doesn't really need an explanation. There's just a different vibe about those games. Amy Rose. Sonic Adventure, she was so annoying. Sonic Adventure 2, so annoying. Sonic Heroes, so annoying. Didn't play 06 myself, so I don't know her involvement there. Sonic Boom, A-T, well, beat, this isn't Boom Amy though. So, oh man, Sonic Prime brings her down to D. You know, okay, listen, I don't like her portrayal, but I like her gameplay in Sonic Adventure and Sonic Advance 1. Oh, almost lost my earphones there. I like her gameplay in Adventure, Advance 1 and 3. I did enjoy that she couldn't roll into a ball like the main cast, that she was a regular civilian who kept up by using her hammer for both movement and combat. I liked that a lot. And then Frontiers came along, and you know, I'm not even going to talk about it. I don't like it. I don't like Amy. Ah, man. But then the fan games make her so fun. Superstars, like, I don't like what they did with her in Superstars. They made her play like the rest of the cast, which throws off Sonic Adventure and the advanced games. Like, what are they thinking? I guess she goes here, because I don't like Amy, but I like a lot of her gameplay and the unique things that it brings. Super Sonic!
Super Sonic!
Roger, please! Anyway, he would be S tier, but these days all his quills go upward and he's yellow instead of gold. I like how he's used though, like certain cutscenes make him fantastic. He's like, well, this is obvious, but a powerhouse, but it's more than that. Like, he's a representation of an ideal, the hope of everyone who's counting on him. And sure, that's just Sonic in general, but it's different when Sonic has the unlimited power to stop whatever's going on. When all odds are against him, He goes super, and that's it for the opposition. For everything Supersonic stands for, A tier, design issues aside. Now, Me Files. Don't like his design. His voice is kind of weird. It's okay that he was in Sonic Generations, but his part didn't really hit for me because I didn't play 06. I guess he'll go here, because I do like his music. I've listened to it from Sonic 06. And I guess the part of the hub in Shadow Generation is where he is. Santiago. Vector the Crocodile.
Interior crocodile.
He's a crocodile. That already makes it really, really weird that he's part of the cast. His voice is awful. His gameplay is, I don't know, inexcusable, I guess? No, not inexcusable, inoffensive. Completely different words. His gameplay is inoffensive. But I've only played as him in, what was it? Heroes. Might play Chaotix at some point, I don't know. Anyway, he goes here. I don't like the Chaotix. Eggman goes in D tier. Dr. Robotnik goes in S tier. You get what I'm saying? Eggman is shown to be basically a self-absorbed flunky evil guy who can't really get anything right, and his robots hate him or don't care about him. And he's not menacing. He's not like, by technicality, he is a threat, but his portrayal is just not threatening. Except maybe in certain IDW comics. Like, the way he took down Dr. Starline, that was fantastic. That was Dr. Robotnik. But everything else? Everything from Sonic Heroes onward is not Dr. Robotnik behavior. Except for Sonic Unleashed, where he got back some of that Robotnikness. Because he had Sonic going all over the world while he was busy building Eggman Land and strengthening his forces. That was amazing. That's Dr. Robotnik. But I'll give him a B. Just to be generous. I wish his voice was better too. Cause it's too light and jokey for me. I wish he was better. Okay, Dr. Starline. I like him a lot. He's basically Robotnik 2.0. Not just because of the story making him that way, but because of how he acts, what he does. He's a platypus, which is really cool. I like what they did with the design, giving him heel spurs the way platypi? You know what I'm saying. And it's cool. I like what he did with the Warp Topaz too, even though I don't like the Warp Topaz itself, for the same reason I don't like the Phantom Ruby. Starline himself goes in A tier. Excellent villain. Wish he wasn't dead.
Oh no.
Knack the Fang. He's okay. Sonic Galactic, Sonic Classic 2, and Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit made his gameplay fun. Gave him gameplay in the first place. His design is alright. His personality is like, it's okay. Just a bounty hunter doing his thing, doing what he's paid for. I don't generally like those types. Oh, there are certain games, or maybe just one, where he can't roll into a ball traditionally. I think that's good for him because he's not that guy. He's not one of our main cast. That kind of brings him up for me. Even though I didn't want to judge these characters by the fan games, that's pretty much all of my exposure to Fang. Aside from Superstars. But yeah, he gets a B. We all know Gamma. E102 Gamma. Heartbreaking story. And fantastic music. Well, I guess his gameplay would put him down to A rank. Maybe B. Poor Gamma. He goes in A. It balances out. Now, for the moment you may or may not have been waiting for. Sonic the Hedgehog. Modern. He goes... It really depends. There are so many different versions of this guy, so many versions of this version of Sonic, that it's really hard to say. Unleashed, S tier. Forces, D tier. Frontiers, C tier. Generations, D tier. He was last because he's the hardest to judge. But he's the Sonic the Hedgehog, you know, so I guess... I don't know, I'll give him a little leeway. I'll put him in B. Because he has so many good things going for him. They just need to tweak a few little things. Like his proportions, the brow thing, the eyebrow thing, the weird lip that they gave him, the quills, too long in Generations, too short in Forces. I know that's a whole thing, we won't dwell on it. He's so cool in Sonic Omens. He goes in... I'll give him a B. Yeah, that seems fair to me. Only 3 S tier characters. Let's go over them all again. No, not all of them. I just want to look over this one last time, see if I would change anything based on where other characters are in relation to each other. Eggman goes to C.
You little...
Yeah. He was great up until Heroes, and then in Sonic Unleashed, and that's it. What else? Yeah, that's it. Oh, Santiago. Listen, he looks kind of cool here, kind of, but I don't like how they turned him 3D. I mean, I don't like the design that they gave his 3D version. Like, you see this, and you see this, and so many things are off. And I know not everything can translate to 3D. I know. I just wish they could translate it better. I'm tempted to put Movie Sonic into F tier. But he goes in D because he does have a few cool moments. Just a few. Okay, this video has been long enough. I'm done for now. If you've made it this far, thank you. I know it's been a long watch. Oh, but this was fun. I want to do more of these with other things. It's been really nice. I hope you guys have been alright. Thanks for watching, and take care of yourselves.